Hi guys, Hail Mary beats everybody. MicheleMarieDalene here. And today we're gonna talk a little bit about my hair growth. Now you'll see that this light is the one that makes my hair look worse than anything. So this is why I'm used to this light. This is perfect for the demonstration what we're gonna be talking about. You can see. I know it's trying to visualize hand eye or eye to YouTube screen is not exactly easy to see. You can see that this is actually growth. This is not bald. It's just that this light it looks bad. But we're going to show you how I put on the Minoxidil 5%, and I use this, which is the liquid. This is the men's, just because it's cheaper. It's 5%, where the women's is 3. So if you want to go get the women's generic, the 3, you can get the 3, but I use the men's, and that only gives you 3 bottles for 3 months supply, where this gives me 3 bottles, which makes it for me 6 months supply, because it's normally you're supposed to put in 1 milliliter in the morning, 1 milliliter at night, and I only put in 1.5 milliliters at night. Some people prefer that you do the Minoxidil in the daytime. Some people prefer at night. I do it at night because I do wear a nightcap, so it doesn't really matter anyway. Nightcap is part of my normal night routine. So what I do is normally I just do it by feel, but I'm going to try to show you because it is time for me to put it on for real. So let's put it on. That's about what I put on there. It's about 1.5 milliliters, which for me is fine. It doesn't have to be much. That's fine. So now what I do is I start right here, and I just gently squeeze it as I go backwards. And when we get to where I know the itchy part is, or where it gets itchy, that's when I basically I just gently squeeze the bulb a bit, pump it just to down. I notice I have my head tilted back, and the reason is that I don't want the stuff in my eyes. Okay. Now, then you just kind of massage it in a little bit, try to get into the skull. So I actually run it right on the scalp itself. Okay. And that's it. And then I just wash my hands. That's all I do. I've been using it now for about a month. And in this light, it looks horrible. But when I'm on the other light, it doesn't look so bad. So I think it's just probably because the way this light is positioned, it makes it look like that. Maybe if I put the light in a different way, instead of straight down, it may not be as noticeable, because I had the other light on the live stream today and you couldn't see it really. So I think it's definitely something in the light that's doing it. Yeah, you can see that's actually little hairs going in here. This is actually my real hair going in, because I'm feeling it right there, and I do not feel skin. I don't feel skin. Okay, I don't feel skin at all. It feels like hair. It's completely hair. So what I'm gonna do, maybe by the end of June, is I'm going to see how the hair is doing, how the hair is going in, and then we'll go ahead and do another live stream. Alright, not live stream. I'll just retouch up the hair with the same hair color, and then be all set to go. This is just because my natural hair that's going in, it's like a light. It's growing in white. It's growing in white. So people. This would have been perfect if my hair was still bleached, which it isn't. Okay, this is because of all the damage that happened when over bleached, stress, and everything else. Just not a good setup. But now, what I do now is I go ahead and get the rest of my nighttime routine done. I take my medications such as my metformin and my niaspan and my Celebrex for the night. And then I will brush my teeth, and then tomorrow I'll be all set for the day. And that's the way I do it. It just works for me that way. Maybe that doesn't work for everybody, but it works for me. So I think it's making a difference. I know it looks hideous, but it looked a lot worse at one time. It really did. It's right now I'm doing mostly right here, back here. So I've really been focusing on the crowning. But you can saw the way I was spreading it in through here up. It's just causing little white hairs to grow in. So, and I think that's a big step. Obviously, I got a loose plug. Oh well. All right, guys. I'll answer one more question real quick. Is there any difference between the men's and the women's Rogaine? No. If you're going to use the men's, if you are willing, if you want to do it exactly like they recommend, twice a day, that's fine. But because I do it 1.5 milliliters instead of 2 milliliters of Rogaine a day, or Minoxidil, the generic Minoxidil from CVS, it actually will last longer for me. Trust me, 1.5 milliliters versus 2 milliliters is going to increase the days by about 15 days. So that means that one bottle will last me 45 days. And still new using it. And I've used Rogaine Minoxidil many years ago before, and that was really bad stress factors back then. So this is a major step in the right direction. It's just that this light makes it look worse than it really is. In a normal lighting situation, you'll never see it that much. Like you look on the live stream for tonight, you won't see that big patch. It doesn't show up in the video from the porch. And obviously, I have a loose connection somewhere. Yeah, I got a loose connection somewhere. Oh well, it's fine now. So anyway, should you try Minoxidil? Sure, you can try it. Will it work with men? Of course. Does it work with women? Yes. Does it work with black-haired people? Yes. Does it work with Afro-Americans? Yes. Does it work in eyebrows? Yes. If you want to make your eyebrows bushy, just use a Q-tip or a sponge-like Q-tip thing and just put it on your eyebrows. And like one person says, you will have furry caterpillars if that's what you want. I'm not looking for furry caterpillars, okay? But if you want furry caterpillars, that's what you do. Can you use it to grow fur on your face? If you're a guy who has a hirsute condition, you can't seem to grow a beard, you want to grow a beard? Absolutely. But I'm not a guy, so I don't want a beard. I already have something that's like, I'm already hirsute. So basically I already have facial fur. We talked about that in November of 2015. I don't want to go there. I'm not interested. But that's what it is. No, okay, because I forgot to turn the other channel off. Yeah, I get it, pal. I get it. Alright, guys. Totally, that's the point. So, please, don't be afraid to try Minoxidil to see what works for you. And if it does, great. If it don't, well, that's okay. Hey, you can try it out and see how it works. Oh yeah, my name is talking about the itchy scalp. You might get that. Itchy scalp is not necessarily a major problem, except for one thing: don't scratch. Don't scratch. I know it's tempting, so easy. I put some Ives aloe vera moisturizing cream right here on my scalp. Someone's sending me some actual hair gel that has aloe vera in it. That helped a lot. So if you get an itchy space in your scalp and you don't want to itch and you don't want to scratch, please just be careful. How often do you have to wash your hair? Great question. It's summer. It's going to be hot soon. So you're going to be washing your hair more often. I would say don't go crazy washing hair. I mean, depending on how hot, sweaty you are, how miserable you are, you might want to wash your hair maybe like 3 times a week. Using a gentle shampoo. Don't be too aggressive with it, because especially when you start getting those little fine hairs. Does coloring your hair cause damage? Well, that's a good question. Depends on how are you coloring your hair. Are you bleaching it? Are you darkening it? If you're darkening it like I did, you're going to be, any hair loss is going to be more noticeable than if your hair stays light. If you're really freaking out about your hair, then I would just go ahead and just keep your hair light. If you're naturally light blonde anyway, then you're all set. If you're not, then just be aware that when you do this, that your real hair is going to show up. Now, in this case, my natural hair is lighter than this. This color here is darker than my natural hair by a bit. Okay, so you're going to see that your natural hair is going to start to grow in up here, and it's going to be very noticeable. If you're naturally a blonde and you got your hair dark, your blonde's going to come in and it's going to look really odd. It's okay, okay? But at least I can tell you that it is doing something as I intended. It is growing hair in, and you can see it. I know this camera is terrible, but oh well. So don't get too disenfranchised, guys. It does work. It will help you if you need to grow your hair back. Also, don't forget a good diet. Take medications. Take many prescription medications. You may have problems with your hair too. Mine are not supposed to cause hair loss. I don't know about the metformin. I don't think that does. The niacin shouldn't. The levothyroxine, it could. I have heard that Celebrex hasn't been known to cause hair loss, but just be aware of it. It depends on your medications you're on too. So, the point is, that's what I do. That's the routine. Do I think it's worth it? Yes. Do I think it's successful? Yeah, I think it's successful. Alright, guys. Have a nice day. We'll see each other soon. Probably tomorrow. We'll do another live stream outside and see what's going on. Bye-bye.